Oi, this is the Profanity Gnome, and I'm here to tell you that if you're under 13 years old, fuck off this video! Get the fuck off YouTube! Get your mama to get your dad's cock out of her ears and actually be a parent! This is for adults only! And for everybody else, enjoy the video. Headless? Headless? Headless! Hey, Headless, are you in there? If you are, you better come out. So, still having problems? Yes. Need something to take your mind off it? Yes. How about we go do some Mario Kart? Okay. This is family. The series starts off as any good series should start off. On a boat. As we see Blake Belladonna, the Faunus warrior without a cause to fight. But she gets approached by a mysterious... Oh, it's the captain. Never mind, he is not mysterious at all. Quite an open book, actually. He tries to make conversation with Blake, due to his experience dealing with the brooders and loners. But Blake is still brooding and wanting to be alone. So the captain decides to leave her be. And then, for some reason, Blake decides to strip herself of her ribbon, in order to reveal her Faunus cat ears. This seems like an odd choice to me. Why's that? The whole point of the bow in the original series was so that people see Blake first, and not a Faunus first. Yeah, that was the point. But by removing it, it just pretty much says, hey world, I'm a Faunus. You don't like it? Deal with it. That doesn't seem like Blake talk to me. Perhaps she's finally learning to not accept what other people think of her. Maybe, but I don't think that's it. Anyway, the episode continues as Blake seems to be followed by a mysterious stranger. Ship it. Don't. I already did. We later cut to Yang Xiaolong. She had suffered probably the most out of everybody from Beacon, including the fact that she has lost her fucking arm. So she indulges in the only thing that anyone in her position would be doing right now, watching the bullshit lies of their news network, and feeling depressed. But thankfully, her daddy has the best gift ever for her. A brand spanking new robot arm to replace the one she lost. So now she can start kicking ass again. Hell yeah, let's do the shit. Yang, why are you depressed? Wait, where are you going? Come on, put on the robot arm. Put it on! It's gonna look badass! It looks like it's gonna be some time before they get their barbarian monk back. As we see Yang doing the one thing that we never thought she'd do, or was even capable of. Living an everyday life. As well as suffering from a bit of PTSD, and understandably so. She is kind of left-handed now. I don't suppose she would mind if I tried to use the arm. Put that down. We later cut back to the ship as well as the boat, as Blake is still moping about in depression. But she becomes aware that someone is following her. But before she has time to confront him, we are approached by probably the single most badass Grim ever! A freaking sea dragon. Or Shinra. I don't know which one. Captain Ahab tries to immediately jump into action, while Blake literally jumps into action as she tries to fight the beast single-handedly. And don't think the ship is out of the water yet, as we see him unload the cannons, literally the big guns, and try to blast the beast. But even with this, they are unable to bring it down alone. But thankfully, the mysterious stranger comes in, and it's Sun! As he proceeds to fight the beast himself. And then, now whether she likes it or not, Sun and Blake are literally being shipped by the show itself. I think you're taking the wrong message out of this, Deadbeard. Well, someone's got to knock those bumblebeers off their high horse. Wait, you don't support Bumblebee? Why? Look, even someone like me knows there's some ships that are better off on the bottom of Davy Jones's locker. So now with the monkey's uncle, him and Blake tried to take on the sea dragon, clipping its wing and rescuing each other in the process. And they literally ram him with the ship itself and fire their main guns, blowing its freaking head off like a boss. So yay, the day is saved. But there's still the matter of Sun kind of stalking Blake, and he gets the right hand of justice to the face for that one. Is it really stalking, though? I mean, it sounds more like he was just concerned for a friend who literally just ran off after the worst tragedy that ever befallen them. As Obi-Wan once said, from a certain point of view. So Blake is a bit upset that she now has her monkey partner, and she's wondering why the hell is he following her to begin with. Sun saw her run off and decided she was not in the best place to be by herself and decided to go after her. This makes Blake a little bit happy, but then Sun has to keep talking and ruin the moment by saying she must be going after the White Fang and he's the backup. But that's not what Blake is doing at all. Nope, she's running. Where's she running? She's running home. But whether she likes it or not, she's got her own Nappa. She's the Vegeta to his Nappa. Classic comedy duo. But we do get a little bit at the end, where the evil people are just sitting around being evil. Are they gonna do anything, or are they just gonna sit around being evil? Okay, just wanted to make sure. And that was Family, a Blake-centered episode that had more to tell about Yang than Blake. Weirdly enough, Blake doesn't really have much of a presence unless she has someone to bounce off of. So it was good on the writer's part to have Sun, who's just full of natural charisma, being her second to her. Just to give her someone to bounce off of, with his joyful stupidity. And the show just had to tack on at the end that the villains were still a thing, because what have they done? I know this is only episode 3, but what exactly have they done? But I personally think the character that really stole the show this episode was Yang. Yeah, it was only a brief little bit at the very beginning, but just from that little bit of scene alone, you know just the kind of struggle she's dealing with. Both internally and externally. She was probably the one most affected. And not just because of the arm thing. She's scared. You know she's scared. Because up until this point, she has been the powerhouse, full of life character that could take on the world. But then the world just decided to smack her ass down and say, "Know your place, bitch." And she's struggling with that. I can't wait to see what they do with this. But aside from that, this was just a pretty standard episode. Nothing groundbreaking. Maybe 5 out of 10. So with that being said, we're the Cartoon Gentlemen, the organizers of Chaos's Vintage Kings, and we'll see you all... Actually, has anyone seen Deadbeard? Yeah, I would have thought that he would be commenting on the shipping aspect of this episode. Oh, look, there he is. There you see her, sitting there across the way. She don't got a lot to say, but there's something about her. And you don't know why, but you're dying to try. You want to kiss the girl. Should we stop this? Let him have this one. So, what's this about? A Mario Kart tournament?